Hey, Zedgification. That's right, I said it like, what's his name from Beverly Hillbillies? Jethro?
Yeah.
Zedgification. I graduated the 4th grade. Hey man, this video is mainly for you. For Miss Amy's Creations and Broken Quiver Hunting. Happy Father's Day, man. Hey, and guess what? It's a Hawaiian pizza that we're going to be making for you. So I hope you enjoy this. If not, to hell with all them pineapple hating people.
Yeah. Okay, what I am starting out with is I am doubling this, and you will see later why I double this when the Mr. gets to his part. But I have hot water. You want it tempered. I have about a tablespoon of sugar in there. And I'm only using ½ teaspoon, but it will take 2½ teaspoons for a single batch and 2½ cups of flour to 1 cup of water. So I am going to put in my sorry, I didn't want to lose count. Put my yeast in here. I'm going to give it just a tiny stir. Now, while that starts to foam, like I said, we have, it takes 2½ cups of flour. It takes about a teaspoon of salt. Also, to ours, I add garlic powder and onion powder. Makes for a delicious crust. Gives you that little bit of garlicky crust. So we are going to just give this a quick stir again. And we are going to add 2 tablespoons of oil to our flour. As you can tell, I'm a wonderful measurer. I measure everything exact.
That she was being sarcastic, y'all. She don't measure everything exact. But trust me, it comes out banging.
Okay, you just have to let your yeast bubble a little bit. Know that it's activated. I'm going to add that in. And give this a good mix. Now, pizza crust is a little more forgiving than, say, a regular bread. It's not quite as picky. But as you make it, you will get to where you have what you think is perfect for you. Now, I am going to go ahead and wipe my hand off here a little and put on a glove. And you can wear a glove or you don't have to. I like to because it keeps my hand from getting quite so messy. But I'm going to get this really mixed well.
Alright, and we'll be right back after she gets this here mixed up.
Okay, what I've done here is I've got all of the flour kneaded into the dough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray another bowl. Now I'm just going to put this dough right down into another bowl. And I'm going to give the top of that a little bit of a spray so it doesn't dry out too much. And all I am going to do is cover this for a, now that the recipe tells me 10 minutes. You want a nice fluffy crust. You're going to want to let this try and double in size like you would any bread or yeast mix. So, we'll get back to you when it's ready. You can do it.
Hello folks, and welcome back to Miss Amy's Creations. And Zed, this pizza, even though I'm eating it and you don't get none, if we had smell-o-vision, you'd be able to get a little bit of sample of it. Alright, so what we're going to do here, we're going to take our big old rise dough and just let it fall right on out onto that plate. And we're going to sit there and add a little bit of flour to the top of her, smash her down a little bit, flip her over. Not that you can see what I'm doing here, because I can't operate the camera, but yeah, go ahead, you can operate it. Yep, there you go, flip that your way, then you're going to twist. There you go. I always like to use my knuckles to sit there and spread the pie out. Add a little more flour to get this here rounded out. And yes, my hands are washed. See, now here's another way that y'all can do this. If you want to level out your pizza, let the weight of it drag down over the edge.
And I'm sure it's let the business clean up the flour.
Now we're going to add last bit of flour, not all of it. Just a little bit like this. Because this piece here is going to go on the bottom. We're going to take our pan here, put it over it. Then we're going to level her out. Just remember, food ain't got to be pretty. Just got to be edible. And right now we got our oven set, preheating at 500 degrees Fahrenheit. This way, whenever this here goes in, it's going to be done with in about 20 to 30 minutes. Now our next step, homemade sauce by Miss Amy's Creations. Right out of our own garden that we turned around and grew ourselves. We make our own homemade sauces. Alright, so definitely got to add that in there. And unlike a lot of idiots that don't know how to spread sauce, they take and just pour it on and use their hands. Ladle, fellas. Ladle. Don't forget how to use it. Well, I'm right-handed, so I better do it this way. You're going to pour the sauce in. Start here in the center. Spread her around, and as you're spreading her, go ahead and dump her out. If you want to add a little bit more, which I'd like to do. Just spread her on out. Now this got zucchini in it, and onions, all natural, homegrown. Ain't nothing fake about none of this going up in there. So, you're going to enjoy this, I guarantee y'all. Then, we like to use the Mexican style. As you can see that right there. Mexican style cheese. Just got different cheeses in it. Give you a little bit of different flavors. Even though I'd rather be using, for this, some Swiss mixed with some provolone. That's actually the best way to do it. And yes, folks, since I'm making this for us, I am not washing my hands every time I use one thing or another. And I ain't wearing gloves. If I was making this for somebody else, I'd be washing my hands and wearing gloves after using each thing. Such as with the sauce, with the dough. Afterwards, I would wash my hands and then put the sauce, wash my hands, put the cheese, wash the hands, put the ham, wash the hands, and so on, putting the pineapple and everything else. This way it don't cause any cross-contamination. But because it's for us, it doesn't matter. Because we're terrorizing it. So if you want to call us a terrorist, this is what we're terrorizing. Oh, don't worry, this ain't all the cheese that's going on here. Because if you watch my venison pizzas, you know I'm a cheeseaholic. Alright? I'm a cheeseaholic. Now, because this here will get sliced up, we're just going to use whole slices of thin sliced ham. Now, I'm going to show you how thin this is. Okay? It's not real thick. It's very, very thin. You can see the light right through it. Alright? So we're going to take this ham. Just going to fold it out there like that. Now this ham juice, when it starts getting up in there and starts collaborating with all the other flavors, woo! I'll tell you something, son. You ain't never gonna want another pizza unless it's a venison. Venison pizzas, best pizzas. Especially if I'm the one making it. Now you got 4 nice big slices of ham. Just get them spread out and evened out a little bit. And here my beautiful wife had went and already got my pineapple. And there's some juice there. Already prepped. She already drained it out, and what was not drained went right down in here. Look at that gorgeousness. That's some gorgeous gold. And we're just going to go around this thing. Hey Zed, I hope you're liking this. Might have to get another can. Oh yeah. We actually need one more slice, Zed. We actually need one more slice.
That's okay because...
Ooh, here, I'll grab it right there off the can. There we go.
I will take the rest of this and make an upside down cake.
Yeah, we're going to film that too. So, hey Zed, not only are we making one of these here beautiful cheese and Hawaiian pizzas, even though I'm using the wrong type of cheese for it, alright, but not only are we going to have this here pizza, we're going to have us an upside down cake with it. I bet you're loving that, ain't you, Zed? Come on. You can tell it. We know you do. And the rest of y'all out there are going to love it as well. Alright? Now I'm going to wash my hands because touching the pineapple. So stay tuned and I'll be right back. Okay? Alright folks. Well, you're just in time. I just got done getting my hands washed. You can tell, look at how red them are. Well, some red hands. So I use straight hot water whenever I wash them with antibacterial soap. Okay folks, but now get my hands dried off here. And what we got here is going to be about a 25 minute before we can actually cut into this beautiful piece of work, because our oven is already preheated. The beepers have done went off, and we're about to open up that oven and get it up to you. So stay tuned and we'll be right back and we'll show you this here finished product. We hope you enjoy it, Zed. Hey folks, welcome back to Miss Amy's Creations. Excuse me. The pie is done, so we're going to get it out and we're going to sit there and we're going to show this to you. Alright, so sit back and wait. Ooh, doggy. Come on. Get on out there, Cletus. Come on. Oh, yeah. Now look at that. Ain't that beautiful? That's a beautiful, beautiful pie. And it's got juices all over in it. The whole 9 yards. Alright folks, now what I had to do was sit there and help my wife out the camera because she don't quite understand how to use it yet. But what I did was I zoomed in on it so that this way I could take a photo for a thumbnail for this. But Zed, here you go, brother. A pineapple pizza. I know it ain't got all the chunks, but this here's got slices. You got cheese coming up through the center of it and everything just banging on it. So now I'm going to get the pie cutter. Got to remember where it's at. I see it from here. Hold on, I'll be right back. There she blows. We got her. Woo, nice and crunchy. Pineapple trying to run away, Zed. Listen to that crust. Beautiful crust. It breaks up real nice. Wife's about to get the plates. We're going to cut this one more time. This way we make her into quarter pieces because I'm going to take a big old bite of this here real soon here. Alright, we'll stop at the cutting right there. Now, let's grab this out. Woo! Get that pineapple back up on there. And look at that. Ooh, that cheese is hot. Look at all that beautiful cheese. Well, Zed, Happy Father's Day. And, well, I'm going to have to grab a fork. Hold on a second. There we go. Now let's try this. Look at that cheese, Zed. This is the way you like it. Mmm. Beautiful. Nice and crunchy crust. You can taste the pineapple. You can taste the cheese. You can taste the ham. So hey folks, thank you for joining us here at Miss Amy's Creations for Zeds Pizza that Miss Amy's Creations and Broken Quiver Hunting is going to enjoy eating for him. That's right, Zed. You know, maybe you shouldn't have been in the Air Force, brother. If you're in the Army or the Marines, I would have gave you a slice. But instead, you're getting a video. Just joking. Just joking, brother. Thank you for your service. We love you. Hey, man. Keep making the shows like you're doing. Keep up the great work. Man, we love it. Alright? And be sure to use any of this that you want, brother, as a meme. Okay? To make me look stupid. Hey, I'm down. I'm down for it, man. Go ahead and do it. Alright? So everybody out there, hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification, and don't be afraid to share this here video. Because maybe you might be the next one making the same video on your type of pizza. If that's the case, hey, let us know. Tell us what you like, and maybe we'll make a pizza with what you like. And we'll see about it. Just don't add no mushrooms and no sardines. Okay? No, that ain't happening. I will never desecrate a pizza with mushrooms and sardines.
Anchovies.
Yeah, them too. You know, anchovies as well. So, until the next time, make sure your arrows always fly straight.